gentlemen, and welcome to the most renowned show worldwide, and I welcome you to another episode of Ask the Guy Behind the Mask. Today we are honored to bring you someone special, the vigilante, the criminal's nightmare. The guy I would probably cry if I do a crime and find him in an alleyway. The infamous Batman. Good evening, Batman, or as many refer to you, the Dark Knight. Before we start with our episode, I would like to apologize to the people who were waiting for the Spider-Man interview, but some legal problems came in the way and some interviewers just took him from me. That aside, we can start with our important guest. First of all, so tell us about yourself, Bats. What is your deal?
Well, as you know, I'm the worst nightmare a criminal can have, and the greatest hope our corrupt city has. Many people out there don't know the consequences of their actions, thinking they rule the world, but I am here to prove to them that every single action they make has a consequence.
Dear God, sure hope I don't get on this bad side. So, other than this whole mess aside, what caused you to take on this persona, this character? What is the idea behind Batman?
As you know, Gotham is a great mess. People just doing crimes right and left. And all this insanity leaves no place for people to live safely. As a person who had to face such a great loss because of the straight-ridden criminals, I took it upon myself to not anyone suffer as much as I did.
I can understand where you are coming from. Loss changes people, often breaking them. It either makes their lives hell, or makes them change to the better, or the better versions of themselves. It is beautiful to acknowledge one's pain and to not let others go through that same fate, because it's one of the hardest situations to be put in life. Other than that, I just wanted to know more about your Batman persona. What was your inspiration?
My persona was inspired by one of the deepest fears as a kid. I was being bullied around until I was pushed into a closed-up well that was connected to a cave full of bats. And when I made a simple noise, the bats swarmed. That was one of the most traumatic experiences I had been through. Although it was a horrible fear I had, I overcame it and it inspired my persona. And now, the bat symbol is a symbol of hope for those who need it.
That is truly amazing. Give me 1 second, but I just... Alright, so... Who knew a man's fear could be one of his greatest weapons? That is honestly amazing. I really am a fan of yours. It's just truly amazing to be in front of you today. But that aside, I have to continue. I just wanted to know more about you, but I have to comment about what you just said. I just don't know what to say other than you are mind-blowing. But there is also something important. I was curious about how do you find yourself as a hero? Like, although you save lives, you help others, there's this problem. I know you're a hero of great accomplishments, but I wanted to understand how you work. For example, you recently saved a family of 4, and yes, the news are saying exactly that. You saved a family of, I presume, 4, but the criminals involved in the crime were brutally beaten, and some of them had their arms broken. Is that a moral code you go by, or is it just to save others no matter the effect you will have on the criminal or villain?
I understand your skepticism, but at times when it comes to innocent lives, I will put my life and identity on the line to save others. And I know the way I work is at time honorable. But would you rather hear that a family of 4 have been murdered because I could not help? Or would you rather hear they were saved and are well?
Of course I would like to know a family of 4 were saved, but it still does not justify what you did. You broke their arms and beat them up, and what was that all about? I should have probably got Spider-Man. This man is just... Yeah.
Well, That is true, but what other way will make criminals understand that what they do is horrible? The idea of profiling a child or robbing a household of what they sweated and bled for, when will all the cycle of violence end? And even when I went easy on the criminals, they came back and even worse. So I will leave them a mark to remember that what they do is not the best course of action, either a broken arm or a brutal beating, because that is what they truly deserve.
No wonder you've been wondering, when will they eat this delicious donut? This chocolate and classic donut.
What a big donut!
White and classy.
Thinking of donuts with Batman? Think Krispy Kreme.
Although that is one messed up way of rehabilitating criminals, I agree with you. That people mostly are selfish and care for what they want rather than what others need. It is a cruel world out there, and that, the way you deal with criminals, although is overboard, I get where you are coming from. It is tough to just stand by watching people just get hurt and brutally murdered or whatever. But I just want to say I respect every sacrifice you made for every single person in Gotham. Rather than just favoring your life and going out of the way to just relax, you went out of your way to stop criminal masterminds and heinous villains risking your health for people who may or may not support you. This is the true meaning of being a hero. And for our final question, I would like to ask, since we took a lot of your time, this will be the final one. What is a great accomplishment you have done? And by that I mean the top of the top, like in between all accomplishments. I already know the fact that you have many great feats, but there is one you favored over all.
One of the greatest accomplishments I have ever done was not giving up, no matter how much I was beat down or how many times I was critically injured. I always got back on my feet to help the ones who are in need, because if for once I hesitated or gave up, the thousands and maybe even millions of innocent people would suffer from my failure. So not giving up, no matter how hard life is the greatest thing someone can ever accomplish.
That was truly inspiring. And I don't know where to begin with this, but all I believe in is if you are willing to do something and do it no matter what, or how hard life pushed you and disregarded you, you, my friend, you're a legend. And that's just hands down. So in the wrapping up of our great episode, I just wanted to reach to a conclusion. I just wanted to let everyone know that we can all be heroes, alright? And it is not about a costume or just a mask. It is about a sudden thought, an instant where you favor others' lives over yours. Even in the simplest matters, you can become a hero. Life can be tough on many, whether we like it or not. But we must keep in mind that people need each other. I need you as you need me. We all need each other in the end. So if you find the chance to stand up for others who are unable to stand for themselves and be their beloved hero, that will be your title, a hero.
Thank you.
And before we end our episode of Ask the Guy Behind the Mask, Mr. Batman over here decided to surprise us with a clip of a great fight he was in, so let's roll. Thank you.
الذي لا يهادن الشر من كفه انطلق من يغارق النار عبر الطريق نحو الحقيقة فلا مكان للسر لبطلنا روح أمينة تكتشف اليقين ضوء لمع وسط المدينة رسم نداء لمنادينا حين يبدو ويختفي حين تلك إشارة باتمان
before we end our magnificent episode, I just wanted to know who is behind the mask.
If I show you, I'll kill you.
Yeah, they all say that. Put that aside. Show us.
Okay.
Oh my God! What was his name? I remember. What are you doing, man? Chill.
子供なのね夢を追って傷ついて嘘が下手なくせに笑えない笑顔を見せた I love you もろくに言わない口下手でほんまに不器用なのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだね